like to introduce you to the Island Packet 320. It's a 1998 boat model. If you notice on the very back, not only does it have a bimini that's actually closed up right now, but it expands right to some solar panels up on the top with a dinghy and the davit in the back. Up on top, you have a stack pack so that your mainsail comes right in, and then they have Easy Glide Teflon tracks that go all the way up the mast, so it's really super to bring up. Of course, all the lines, including the jiffy reefing, which is two different jiffy reefing, is all led back into the cockpit. The boat is designed, done with covers over the isinglass, so it protects it for long term. The rigging was replaced in 2017. In 1998, when they built this boat, Cruising World was so impressed with it, they called it the cruising boat of the year for its size. It is an amazing pocket cruiser. So we'll go ahead and start looking around at some of the features of it. Off the back, look at it. I mean, this size boat, look at the dual anchoring system. You'll see the side of the port does have a chain windlass, and it also has a rope. Now this primary anchor is all chain, where the secondary anchor is chain to rope. So that rope can come across to the gypsy on the very top and be brought in easily. And then you have just like the last 20 feet for your secondary anchor. Again, it's the Hoyt style for your staysail, which is really quite easy to use. It's self-tacking back and forth. Makes it really easy, but for a longer distance, come out of the bow pulpit, and you have there quite the rig. And again, all this rigging was redone in 2017, so it's really set up quite nicely. Let's go ahead and walk down towards the back of the boat. You notice you have dorade vents up on deck, visible to you. You do want air circulation, plus quite a few other port hatches. Each of the opening port hatches do face forward. If you're out in a warm anchorage, you do want to think that your bow will be aiming into the wind and you'll be able to scoop up. Also on board the boat, you'll see all these stainless steel port hatches that open up, give you ventilation to the side. Again, this is the Island Packet, the Cruising World's boat of the year for cruising. Okay, so let's look at this boat a little bit more to the back. Okay, dinghy out on davit, suspended. Bose speakers. Oh boy, you want sound. And of course, up on top, large solar panel. These little armatures that you have right here attached to firm this bimini up to the back, and then they come all the way forward if you want complete sun protection, and you'll see that you actually have snaps on top of the Dodger too. Okay, on the iPacket we have the Hybrid Touch by Raymarine. Essentially, you have the knobs that you can dial it in and out, or you can just take your hand like you would with any iPad situation and blow it up or reduce it. This is also the radar. It's also the depth sounder. Let's see if we can go into... it's also radar and AIS, so that you can actually see other ships in the area. They'll actually show up. I believe there's a ship right there coming in. There's a ship right there coming in. Here, I'll blow them up. And you can see the different boats. Actually, no, those are the buoy systems coming in. And then we have, what do we have here? That's the number 3 buoy. So then it has an interface over with radar too, so you have the complete package in that category. Here's the fish finder graphics. You can see it's ultra sensitive details. This is all right at your helm. Now the coolest feature about this whole item is that this is Bluetooth. So you can use it to my smartphone or your tablet, your iPad, and be anywhere on the boat and see what's going on. So wherever you are, you can go to that and switch around. Okay, so this here is the radar. And we have to just turn it on from standby. And now we got our signal. So the boat's really got some really great graphics on board the boat. So on board the boat, you've got your seats put into the back. You've got an outboard bracket. Again, you go back into having the davits right off of here. You've got a full seat situation here with a backrest with a cover that goes down. But it's also set up with a handy spot in case you had an emergency and you had to get the emergency tiller out. You'd have control over that too. She's comes complete with an autopilot. This is the AutoHelm autopilot, and the armature is oversized for this boat. And of course, those are nice features for whenever you're in big swells. This here is an adapter for your handheld, well not handheld, but the your VHF radio down below, and then you have a handheld right here, and it would hook right into here. By the way, this is an AIS handheld VHF. This VHF, not only will it show any ships in your area, but it also indicates that this boat is in the area, telling large ships exactly what kind of boat you are, what your destination and path is, if you so inclined to tell them and inform them that way. As we come forward into the boat, you've got some other features here. These are Meltrons. They do all sorts of different things. You've got all kinds of different choices. Here's your wind speed and wind directions. You got a water depth in feet. It's got more things that are even then hooked up to that you can go to, an anchor watch to keep status of where you are, barometric pressure. You can run your all your running lights from this location. Engine tachometer comes on, and of course you got duplicity, so you can have two different screens showing at once. Coming into the salon, got your nice couch. Over here you've got a flat screen TV. Again, a stereo speaker system. We have a propane heater for the boat in case you're going into cold locations up forward. And then up in the bow, a full Pullman style offset berth. Again, we like rectangular beds. It just, people don't fit in V-berths all that nicely. So this is actually a better way to go. We've also got throughout the boat, you've got blinds that allow you to either see out or get privacy, depending upon how you want to do it. And plenty of storage throughout the boat. Head situation, coming in, this is a brand new head. The old head worked perfectly fine, but it had a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, so the owner just, dang on, replaced it. Then your shower facility, coming up. And there you go. Speaking of the head, everything's labeled. You've got your Y valve down here, plumbing, straight through hole, going to the forward tank. That actually got replaced. You'll see that from this little wood marker right there going forward. That is all new teak that was placed in because we had a custom holding tank that was put into the boat. This is the handheld plug that goes out in the cockpit that works with this VHF receiver. Again, you can see you've got a smart screen on it because you can be looking at other boats, but that is also linked up with everything else. Also on board the boat, the stereo. Note that it does not play CDs. This is totally just Bluetooth. You need a phone, you need a Bluetooth device, or you just listen to the radio. But if you've got music on your phone, or if you're doing Pandora or any other streaming, this is the way you want to go about it right here. You just hook it right up to that, and of course that seems to be where it's at nowadays, folks. speaking of the main cabin of the boat, we're actually in the aft cabin. You've actually got some doors that kind of close up right here and a door that closes here, but let's take a look in through the galley area to what you got. Let's see, right here you got a little trash, got a double sink, and a nice big deep storage box going way down there. You've got a propane burner stove, too, and of course the oven, and other deep area for all your pots and pans. The fit and finish on these island packets are exquisite. It's beautiful. I like the way they've laid this boat out a lot. Really works out quite well. The owners tell me what they do is they fit down on these fiddles to make this into a full bed, bring the cushions on out, lay it up back behind them like that, and then as they sit here and turn around, that is when the table's up, otherwise you can bring the table down, and then they can have their feet right up and hanging and watching their TV, and this is their favorite place to just kind of hang and enjoy television. Island Packet, 2 staterooms, Cruising World's Boat of the Year. I can understand why. Into the aft cabin area to give you kind of an idea of what your access is like for your engine. You got it from the back end, quite visible. Nice Yanmar engine. These are nice, quality, reliable engines to have on a boat. You can see bilges are beautiful. Yeah, these people have really taken care of this boat. I'd like to make a point that these cushions are a Sunbrella fabric. I frankly didn't know that Sunbrella came with this kind of designs on them. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And this is exactly what we have through the whole boat is Sunbrella. So you know you've got mold resistant, weather resistant. You know, Sunbrella came about for the sailboat industry, for the canvas, but the cushions are all done this way. And, oh man, it sure is a comfortable boat. And here is the forward access to the engine port. Again, at Yanmar, everything's been serviced, oil change, impellers changed. This boat is ready to go to Mexico. The folks that are selling this boat just happen to buy a much larger island packet, so that's the only reason why it's on the market. Someone wants a turnkey boat, ready to go play, in beautiful conditions, with 2 deluxe nice staterooms. I think you might have found your boat here. I mean, this is super cool. Come on, give a Sunset Kid a call. We're available at 805-965-1675. I'd love to have you come out and see this boat firsthand. Set up with pad eyes in case you need to strap yourself into the boat for any reason. It's available all around for you. As you come around, you'll see them again up here. And then also, it has this hinge part right here so that if for any reason you got into really bad weather and you had to actually lock down the your doors right through here, you can actually lock them in place and make sure that they don't come out. You can see that each of your hatches have a pinhole through them. So again, if you were getting pooped by some bad weather, this boat's set up and ready to take you there. Beautiful island packet sailboat. Give us a call at Sunset Kid Santa Barbara Yacht Sales. We'd be so happy to show it to you. It's really super impressive when you're on board a boat. These pictures won't do it as much justice as touching and feeling it directly. Thank you.